All right. Good morning. This is my first live of the day, and I'm just going to call it my morning live. One of my biggest struggles I've had with life is that it takes me a long time for my brain to wake up. So I spend half the day just kind of uh, putzing around, and then by the evening, my brain wakes up, and I'm like all excited to get, you know, things done, and then pretty soon it's like 8 o'clock p.m., 9 o'clock, and then it's time for bed. So, my strategy using my own self coaching method is to use live videos. And as from last time, I could see that live videos is kind of the perfect sweet spot to hit absolutely everything. It's one of the most condensed form of activity that I can do. So here I am. My brain isn't quite woken up yet, so it's still kind of sluggish, but here I am. I'm still here, and let's go. So, my great latest condensation of knowledge is using this Olympic symbol that's turned into squares. And the SCR stands for the Self Coaching Revolution, right? I imagine if I learned how to self coach myself, and then I teach someone else how to self coach themselves, and then I teach them how to teach other people how to self coach themselves, and then they teach other people. That's the basic help pay it forward uh, methodology. So, anyways, that's the self coaching revolution. But to summarize the entire program in five squares, the first one is the loop. This is the loop that happens over and over and over. And any refinement to this loop, the benefit compounds every single time we do it throughout the rest of our lives. So that's why this is the most important and where I start. The loop includes my day and every single moment. Every breath is a loop, right? So that we have a daily loop, right? Morning routine, you spend the time well throughout the day. Evening routine, and then sleep. That's one loop, one day. And each breath, I reset over and over and over, and I refine this one loop. Next is my vehicle, my control panel. This is my view screen into life. This is the breath, one breath meditation. This is the ground of nothingness. This is the action panel. This is the social panel, etc. So this is my vehicle, my moment by moment awareness vehicle. Then this is the entire game, right? So we're going from point A to point B. That's it. That's kind of all of life, right? And if it's something worthy of our being, we're going to get stuck in four emotional traps or levels in the game. Distraction, fear, overwhelm, and boredom. And then the goal is to be right here and then to avoid burnout or injury. And then the game is to play this game in the moment, in the flow state. This is the flow channel. Using the time as a vehicle, morning routine, use our time appropriately, invest it, and then evening routine. Boom. And then I want to make sure it's a win, win, win. Win for me, win for the world, win for my clients. And I want to develop. So this is my life purpose. This is how I'm playing the whole game. I want to develop a relative superpower, and it is a one-player game where I compare only to myself and how I'm doing and taking one step at a time. That's all of life is. Okay? And if I want to be free of the financial cycle, I want to become a financial bodhisattva, free myself and help others become free of the financial rat race. Okay? Then down here is what is down here? Let's see. Oh yes, these are the controls. These are the 5 dimensions of our reality. This is the action panel, health, wealth, relationship. Okay, so this is like the game controller. And then this is the treasure chest of all the different tools that we're going to need throughout the day. Depending on different emotions, we pull out different tools, different treasures, chests, counter spells, etc. And we just got these different. Okay, so that's it. That is the self-coaching paradigm, the self-coaching system, right? So this loop, interesting. This exists right here, right? While we're going through our day, we're in the moment. In each loop is the single moment. This is the experiential dimension. And then the experiential dimension is also located right here in the center of these dimensions. And then the life purpose is right here in the wealth. And then the tools we use are the symbolic tools. So they all link together. All right. And I now have an Olympic level coach. That's my coach voice. We have a lot of different voices inside ourselves, and this is the voice that I give power to. I give voice to. I also have a swimmer now. I am both the swimmer and the coach, right? So the flutter kicks would be like my daily routines, things I need to do no matter what. Where I'm headed is how to invest my free time well. While I'm enjoying this game of life, remember to eat the apples along the way, smell the roses. Oops, here, let's do that. Okay. And do shadow work. Dive into the emotional depths and build emotional strength so that it does not trap us anymore. Okay. So that is the basics of it. This actually emerged last time. And I'm going to slow down a little bit because I'm feeling out of sync. with reality. Thank you, coach. My inner coach was telling me to slow down. My pace was getting a little frantic. Okay, where do I go from here? I don't know. I'm at a stopping point. So I'm going to pause here and let the next step naturally emerge. Okay, so here I am. I've drawn the Olympic coach and the program. I'm going to sit in the spirit of improv. So right here, just look at it without trying to force anything. Let's just start drawing. Let's draw the 3x3 of what I should do today. Okay, I can do that. Yes, coach. And part of the process is to redraw this over and over as a part of a visual mantra. Okay, so first thing is health. What this is health, wealth, relationships. First tier, second tier, third tier. Basic health is my physical body. Rest, I got enough sleep. Fuel, I took some proteins and vitamins. Clean, I did my hair, filed down my nails. Clean. Dress, seems fine. Exercise, stretch, and balance. Haven't done that today. That's okay. But this is the morning um, rallying call. Okay. Next step is my mental, emotional, and physical well being. Somatic. So this physical is kind of more somatic well being. So the emotions, the way it feels in my body. I often have to remind myself to actually just move the emotion somatically because I forget. I literally just forget. And then I sit here and feeling weird and I don't move my body. So there's that. So that I'm anchoring that knowledge right there. This is just basic physical maintenance. This is mental emotional maintenance through the body. Okay. So if things are getting too easy, let's train. Let's make things harder. Getting into the flow channel. All right, so this is the flow channel. And then if things are too hard, I make sure to reward myself with something healthy that feels good. So like foam rolling. Yeah, that's all I got for right now. Okay. And then health on the highest tier is a fully embodied spirituality. All right, so let's say the spell. What if one day I suddenly realized, wait, every single word I have ever spoken was already poetry. Every move I've ever made was already dance. Every sound I made was already song. Huh. And I am singing the song of my life. I am in the dance, I'm in the game, I'm in my own movie as the main character, as are you, as is every single being out there, right? We are one being fractally distributed between all the different bodies and all the different creatures everywhere, right? We are one being. My consciousness is currently in this one. That's why I'm in here. But my consciousness is also in every other being and every other person. So we're all the main characters of our own life. Fully embodied spirituality, moment by moment, to the end of my days. That's a spell. That's the mantra, daily mantra. So that's the experiential dimension. This is the dimensional reality and the 3x3. I chop wood, carry water while relaxing and playing full out. I want to play full out. Okay. Wealth. Immediate wealth. I now have this little guy here that's surfing. I imagine he's surfing on an ice block of financial reserve. And every payment that I need to make takes a block out of that ice. So the bigger the ice block I have, the further I can coast and slide. The less I have, the more likely I'm going to bankrupt and I'm going to go crashing into the ground. So that's my money metaphor. Okay. These are my immediate wealth, physical assets, car. These are the maintenance things I need to do. Okay. And then packing for trips. All right. Physical maintenance of everything beyond my body. All the stuff of life. And the physical body is still here, right? So this is the physical dimension as well. All right. And then second order wealth is what refills my bank account. And that's the business systems. And I got a lot done yesterday. So I'm going to celebrate. Universal celebration. Is the methodology. Universal celebration. Woot! No matter what it is, I just celebrate and keep on going. And hopefully people are stronger flying out from taking my programs. Hopefully I'm stronger for taking my own programs. And now we're flying out like a superhero. And I need to invite people, invitations into my program. And then I want to make books. I want to make a video course. Okay. Then, so this is my job. And for jobs, I still need to be in it and running it in order to make money, which refills my ice cube. Okay. Up here is my life purpose. going from A, one, two, three, four. These are four emotional traps. 5 is burnout. B. Remember, the goal is right here where I'm getting paid for doing what I love and everything is self sustaining and the journey is the destination. So I'm right here in the now, enjoying life, on my life purpose, getting paid well, in the flow channel. I am working to become a financial bodhisattva and making sure I get my money from a win 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 scenario. Win for me, win for the world, win for my clients, and it becomes ethical. I want to develop so I want to be on my life purpose, doing what I love, getting paid well for it. And the vehicle I'm doing that in is my day loop. These are the loops. See these? Okay. And I want to develop a relative superpower that I can provide value and in exchange for money to make everything else self sustaining. So I provide the value. All right. What else? All right. I want to make sure this is a single player game. I'm only comparing myself and am I improving from the self I was yesterday? So this is wealth on the highest tier. I'm aligned to my life purpose. I'm getting paid well for it. I'm supporting others as well in both financial freedom and being aligned with their life purpose and comparing only to themselves and making better. I mean, of course, you can compare the others to get inspiration, to take the templates as examples, but ultimately, we're playing a one player game. There's always somebody better, there's always somebody worse, right? That's just how the world is. Okay. Um, right. Next is relationships. So this is my close relationships, my family, my parents, my friends, maintaining these relationships, getting back to people, texting. Okay. My community. I'll need to clean that up pretty soon after being socially attacked. I've just kind of left it alone. But I'm coming to the conclusion that I am a decent human being and that it was violence done to me, as well as me owning my part in that. I can own my part, the other person needs to own their part. Right? We're all one. It's all me. We're all Buddhas already, and we're all family. But just because I think that way doesn't mean everyone else thinks that way. So I still need to remember my basic self defense and defending my community. So, community self defense. And the people that come and stay in my life is determined by how well I attune to my own hurts instead of chasing other people to help complete me, and how well I maintain my boundaries, which are my yeses and my nos. Nos like taking um, the story attacks. Um, Nos as in I will not be guilt tripped or blame. I take responsibility, but not blame, shame, or guilt. That's not helpful. All right. And then all judgment is eventually self judgment. So I look at my judgments of other people and see what it says about my shadow self. Because it's all just me in here, all my reactions. No matter what happens to me, anything that happens is within the whole broad spectrum of possibility. And I'm here to handle 100% of these possibilities. Whatever happens to me, I respond. I'm responsible for how I respond. Whew, all right. So that is the 3x3. If this is playing full out, this is love, epic love, gentle, gentle. I want to be gentle. I want to be soft, and yet, and yet, crazy strong, yet unmovable, unmovably strong, like a mountain, a soft, gentle giant mountain. Anyways, slow down. Thank you, coach. I got too far outside myself. Now I'm dropping my speed. Relaxing into the moment, drinking some tea. So this is terribleism, which states that there's only so much terrible in my life. Once I use it all up, it's gone. So the way to success is to use up the terrible as fast as possible. So that's why I've doubled my live video rate and letting go of worry about the algorithms. My life is not about algorithms. The algorithms will catch up. Okay. Terribleism, so that just makes let allows me to let go of uh, appearances. My appearance is exactly as I am right now. That's it. That's it. No better, no worse. Who I appear to be is exactly who I am in the moment, and I keep changing, right? But that's it. That's all I am. I'm just not hiding anything anymore. I'm just everything is out in the open. F, and then this is E is effortless action. Whatever I need to do, just chill. Action, effortless is the enlightenment part. Action is mastery, is chop wood, carry water. Right, so this is the wood, pile of wood, and this is the water. Things we need to do in life. Mm. And then if we're building a house, right, that takes a little more effort than just the basic routines. So this is the construction. At the same time, while we're doing it, we can let go of emotional effort. How do I write that? How do I draw that? Hmm. Oftentimes I just draw this little guy. So this, okay, this could be it. This is resting in action. So I'm resting, even though I may be doing laundry, doing dishes, but inside I am just chilling, resting, just watching my body do it. I, as a being, can be back here. Okay. So last time I talked about the shadow dive and how I'm shifting back into coming back up. I've been diving for too long and I got lost in the exception. I'm starting to forget that the point is to feel really good about life and playing life full out. Feeling good is the point. Feeling bad isn't, right? So the reason I can even do that is because I know I have this frame now. I am infinity playing small. Right? Infinity can't be small. It's just impossible. It doesn't understand the idea of big, small. It's everything all at once. It knows everything. It's kind of boring, right? There are no limits. There, everything happens already, right? But as a human, oh, my battery's low. I should recharge it. Okay. Anyways, um, but as a human, I'm all limited. Eee, right? So it's fun. As a human, I've limited myself to this tiny little thing, right? And I have all these desires, but I'm not able to fulfill them. So that's my little shadow self. And I often get stuck in feeling good that is not productive, addiction. So I've moved over to the pains that are good, you know, physical, emotional strength training, workout, live videos. But now I want to feel good. Okay, so this is the correction spell for my emotions. Again, I'm just telling myself all this as a reminder, and I have it as a tattoo right here. This is my counter spell. This is why I have this. Because I realize I've been getting the equation wrong. It's not wrong, but it's a correction. Slow down. Thank you, coach. Whew. Hmm. Slow down. This is the game. This is my coach speaking. Right now. Not later. Right now. This is the game. I'm in the game. I'm using in-game technology, you know, like I this is my video game. This is the video game interface that I'm logging in to doing my live video. Uh, I'm planning my day. So I'm in symbolic work. Okay, this is great. This is how I know where I am at all times. So I'm doing symbolic work of understanding the world, mapping the world. Using the cube, I'm mapping out the world. And I am right here. I know I need to recharge it. My headset is telling me battery low. Okay. This is the great life whale. This is all of life. All of life is guided by pleasure and pain. Pleasure is good. Pain is bad, right? If my hand is in the fire, it's accumulating damage. It's bad. Get away. If I'm feeling good, healthy, hugs, being in family, joy, that's good. My life is going in a good trajectory. However, there are some pleasures that are bad. Addiction. There are some pain that are good. Workout pains, right? So I've been stuck in pleasure that is bad, like watching movies the whole time, TV shows, not being in action, getting stuck in that pleasure. I've since jumped over the pain, emotional strength training, pain that is good, right? However, if I spend too long here, I invert the entire world. I don't pursue any pleasures, and I only pursue the pain, the strength. But that is the exception, not the rule. So now I've gone from here to here. Now I need to go from here back to here, right? And this is a statement that all is good. The reason pain exists is so that it can guide us away from dangers. Ah, poisons. Ah, it feels bad. Swim away. All right? Maybe I should have it the other way. Nah, that's fractally. Anyways. Um, okay. Oops. What did I do? Come back. There we go. So dangers, pains, ouch. Don't go in there. So, I've been doing deep shadow dive, and this is the pleasure that is bad, so resist that. Ooh, hold on. And the pain that is good, lean into that. Let's not worry about it. Okay. So I've been resisting addiction, going into emotional strength training, but I've spent too long here. I can feel it. My desire is shifting. So now I'm coming back out using Ram Dass audio, YouTube. There's a radio station that just plays Ram Dass combined with music all day long, and it's just soothing in the background. And I am living life full out. So this, I'm going into here now. The positive actions that are good. Okay. But it's going to take me a little bit to come back into here because I realize my entire life I haven't had that much. My mom is not very good at incentivizing using positive motivation. She mostly just uses negative motivation, yelling, um, It's not bad. It's just she just never knew any better. So it's not about anyone else. It's just about me acknowledging the things that have happened to me and why I have a hard time. So this is a shadow. It is actually positive emotions, motivation. And this is why I sit there when I don't have anybody yelling at me, no structure anymore, no, like, I have no motivation. Why not? Oh, because I'm not used to being in touch with my own desires. And I feel guilty about my own desires. I feel guilty. That's why it's hard for me to even say the things I want, right? I want to become financially free. I want to be doing that while helping people. I want, health, wealth, relationships, or the other version is money, sex, and power, right? People lie for three things: money, sex, power. Um, yeah, I want to, I want amazing relationships, but I haven't allowed myself to want that because I've been hurt so many times, including this recent um, violence upon me. And that's okay. Let's just keep going. Right, so slow down. Hmm, thank you, coach. Okay, so, this is a practice in the moment that just popped up in my head. So, going back to here, this is seeing the world through my own eyes. See, looking out into the world. I am pulling that into this dimension right here, right? Previously, it's on paper, and the feeling difference is it feels distant from me. But now I'm imagining it floating right in front of me, right? This is the experiential dimension. The tools that I have are breathe, posture, speed, letting go of emotional effort. Okay, that's the basic. View screen, fear heads up display, which reality am I in? Dimensions of reality are right here. So, one of the practice is the practice of the training of the experiential dimension. I'm training myself here. Physical, somatic, which is right here. Physical somatics. Emotional. This is how I manage the emotional dimension. Resting in action, letting go of emotional effort, no matter what waves. And when waves hit me, I imagine I'm swimming along and I'm just letting it ride. Don't need to grab at it, don't change anything. So this is every single moment, right? The physical dimension, it gets overlaid into here. So it's not separate, but it is separate. So this overlays here. It's right in front of me. It's physical, but it's all simultaneous. So I split the different dimensions. Social dimension. So the people around me. Emotional dimension. My shadow. I hope my headset lasts the rest of the hour. And this is my life purpose. I'm doing that. This is all the negative emotions. I've been doing emotional strength training. This is divine darkness. My shadow is actually with the positive emotions and letting go of emotional effort. Flow. So by drawing this, I remember the different parts that I want to focus on in motions. Having this map gives my consciousness a place to focus. Otherwise, I forget what sequence to focus. There's so many things. Everything exists in the now. Everything simultaneously. That's why it's so hard. Right? This is this one dot that has everything in it. That's why the box, folds up into a little box. And this box is a expansion of a single dot, you know? And this one single dot is everything. It's all of time, it's all of dimensions, it's all of energy, all our hopes and dreams. Oh, and then this reminds me, this is the map to actualization, where we become a single dot of essence again. When we were born, we were a single dot and everything was new and interesting. So we started eating the world and expanding and learning, but no one told us when to stop. So we just got way too big. We don't know where the world begins and ends. We don't know who we are. We don't know what our life purpose is. No idea. So then we need to go the other way. We need to start throwing stuff away, getting smaller and smaller, keeping only that which is essentially us, right? If I have 100 shirts, now what's my top five? If I have 1,000 songs on my list, what is my one theme song? What is my life purpose? What should I be doing? Right? So as we keep doing this, we get less and smaller, and the more efficient our brain works because there's fewer and fewer information, and still the faster and faster this goes. So at some point in the future, there'll come a day where something would feel different. Because when in that moment, when maybe we're walking through a door and we just realize, something's different. I'm wearing my favorite clothes. I'm listening to maybe my theme song is playing. I'm in my company, working with my life purpose, getting paid. It's my customers, it's my friends. Everything in that moment is me in the absolute most essence. That's how we self actualize. And from that point, we can do no wrong. It's like Taylor Swift, like singing, just like all their fans also pour their energy in as well to help that person stay actualized. Right? And so from this point, we expand back out into the world, creating an empire of what is possible. And at some point, when you're done and you're tired of all of it, maintaining an empire, you start giving it all back away, you know. And at some point, when we die, and the last person to remember our name, and we fade away from history forever, making room for other beings, other versions of me to have their moment. That is the map to actualization. And the bottom is action, the top is knowledge. So it's everything we know. And what do we do? We can only do one thing at a time at any time. And so, yeah, that is the map to actualization. So I feel like I'm getting close. This is why I'll do live videos. Again, I'm saying this over and over again for myself. This is my visual mantra for my life. Because when I do live videos, guess what? Right? Look at all the areas that it impacts. I am training my social self, social emotions. People are seeing it. Training my social emotions while still keeping it a one-player game, I am um, developing my self-coaching program. I will use this eventually to also create the courses and I'm in the moment. The only thing it doesn't do is physical actions. And I'm not actually talking to people. Eventually, I could be talking to people. I could be doing this as a live class, broadcasted. Um, okay. So that's why I'm focused on live videos. And I am doing the loop, right? Let me copy this. No, no, don't copy it. Redraw it. Ha ha ha. Oh man, it's 51 minutes already. Okay. See, time goes by really fast when I do this. So this is the self-training Olympic program. All right, so I am working to refine my loop. I've added an extra live video. This is the day. I've done my evening. I've done my morning routine. I've done my evening routine. I've slept well, so rest is good. So now I've added a live video in the morning, AM live. Let go. Thank you, coach. Let go of emotional effort. Okay, I'm here. Let go of emotional effort. Coming from a spirit of improv. It's just emerging. Effortless. Ooh, effortless emergence. Playful out, effortless. Effortless, effortless. Where do I do effortless? Improv. Keep my mind blank and play with the moment. Hmm. Okay, there we go. Welcome back. Improvise. So I'm seeing that the spirit of improv is here in my one breath meditation. Breath, posture, speed. Let go of emotional effort, effortless action, effortless emergence. Ooh, emergence. This is the spirit of improv. I don't even really have to think about it. I already have. This is the ground of the universe that I trust. I trust the universe. I already know what I need to do. I have done the work already. I'm here, present in this moment. This is the experiential dimension. Focus on that which I can control. Effortless emergence, right. So this is actually right here. my emotional sphere, time, emotional time. This is my physical work. Plan, do, play. My social strategies. Give everything away. It's all me. And uh, shadow work. And then this is symbolic work. This is social symbolic work. I mean, talking to people is always social. Anyways, that is my control panel. Yep. Okay. Here is my game plan for my entire life is to become a world-class life coach, and I would be stopped by distractions, fear, overwhelm, uh, boredom. If I make it past these crevasses, I get to here and I'm making money doing my life purpose. I need to avoid burnout and injury. I want to become financially free, financial bodhisattva, and help others do so as well, and do so in a win-win-win manner. And being in flow state, understanding that the journey is the destination. Every step, playing full out. Play full out. An epic life, epic love. Um, epic life, epic love, epic wealth. Epic life, epic love, epic wealth. In all forms, in all sustainable forms. That's good for everyone, everywhere. And this is the control pad, right? I can switch between the dimensions: physical, symbolic, social, emotional, experiential. And then I know what I need to be doing. Health, wealth, relationships in 1, 2, 3 tiers, 3 ascending tiers. All right. So this is the control pad, controller. And then I can pause and continue. Have a menu. And then this will be my treasure chest of everything else, all the other tools I will pull out. All the counter spells, all the emotional um, cards, perspectives. They're all, the rest is kind of a catch-all for everything else. Okay. So I'm coming back to now, looking around me, feeling the ship, the control panel, the imaginary control panels, like inside out. This is my internal control panels. I see my loops. The main loop is right here. Every breath is a loop, and every breath I let go of emotional effort, effortless emergence, effortless action. That's the enlightenment part of enlightened mastery. Mastery is actually getting things done. So chop wood. Carry water. Okay, so that's the goal. That's the training, right? I go about my day doing the things I need to do, both physically and symbolically. I'm going to be sitting in front of a computer, uh, creating my websites. It's kind of terrible, but that's all right. So this is symbolic work, and this is physical work. Symbolic play, building my world. I'm in the game. The game. Remember that. And the strategies are um, flow and effortless emergence, effortless action, aligned to my life purpose. If I fall into negative emotions, don't stay there. I've been making the mistake of staying there, but it's all divine darkness. It's all good. Why? Because remember the whale. Pain is moving us away from what is bad, and pleasure is moving us towards what's good, except for the exception, which is addiction. And the pain that is good is exercise pains. But don't get stuck in them, otherwise we'll live a life without pleasure, and that is not an epic life. Right? So let's remember that. So this is recalibrating the emotional state. And then this is actually my shadow, is to be okay with accepting good emotions without really having been modeled that this is good. So I'm moving from here to here because I'm on my life purpose and I am working on that. See how this whole system is just coming together so well. So, right. So this is mastery, which is getting things done, which ultimately is one, know what to do and do it. Don't have to stress out about it. And then enlightenment is about flow, letting go of emotional effort, emotional strength training, and then accepting the good stuff, which is why we're here playing a video game, why we're playing the most amazing hyper reality video game possible in this open world we call Earth. So, welcome to Earth. Welcome to Earth. And I am moving towards the second age of enlightenment, the age of emotions. The first age was the age of intellect, which got us all the technology, but it overran our heart and our intuition. So now we're consuming all the resources at way too fast of a rate, right? So we need to have our hearts and our intuitions catch up with our brain. So that is the second age of enlightenment, the age of emotions, the age of infinite beings, the age of emotional immortals. Remember, as long as our physical body is safe, health, wealth, relationship, we are immortal. But it takes that. That's why it took until now for us to be able to be fully emotionally immortal, because we have the technology in society to be able to take care of everyone. We do. We have it. We just need to make it happen now, right? So, age of blah 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 blah. Slow down. Thank you, coach. I'm in the game. I'm playing full out. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling the ecstaticness of being on my life purpose, broadcasting here. Mostly it's for me. This is a visual mantra. This is a prayer for myself. And this prayer is now anchored to here, right? It's everything's condensation. And as long as I draw these 5 squares connecting like an Olympic symbol, right? It connects to the Olympic symbol, right? It reminds us that we're doing our best, right? This is a coach, and we're coaching ourselves. Which voice to listen to is the voice of the inner coach. And I've refined that inner coach with all the things that I have been listing here. At some point, I'll pull all this together into a step-by-step prayer that I go through every single day. Okay? But for now, what did I do? I drew this, I drew the swimmer, and then I drew the shadow dive, which is my main focus. I am Infinity playing small, but then I got done playing small, right? I want to play big again, so I'm going back to Ram Dass, letting go of association, expanding back out again. Ooh, that was a good deep dive in which I almost forgot myself. And I had my diving gear, remember? I am an emotional immortal. This is my diving gear. Emotional immortal. I have my routines. I have the health, wealth, relationship. I have my container, my family support, all my basic necessities, basic needs are taken care of, so I can dive. And and the box of liberation is how I can be on live video while I'm doing this, which states that I am safe to myself and others, physically safe, mentally, emotionally safe. I don't give away information security. There's a lot of scammers out there. And I'm not loud and disruptive in my physical environment. Right? From there, I get my daily routine. I do it no matter what. I can maintain my body. And now I am a full emotional immortal. And I have the frame of I am infinity playing small. And so this is how. And I also have the frame that every emotion I'm speaking about, we've all had it a bazillion times. Shame, guilt, not good enough. It's not new. I don't need to hide it. I don't need to pretend to be anything other than what I am. And pure authenticity. Just means I don't hide anything. Bring what's on the inside outside. That's it. Of course, I don't give away things that would harm myself or others or other people's private information. I don't really talk about other people. The only thing I need to talk about is kind of my parents, but that's my story, right? It could be completely false. Maybe I'm making all this up. It's not about them, right? I'm not accusing them of anything. This is what I think happened to me. It's my imaginary story I need to tell myself to make sense of what happened to me in the past. Okay, I have emotional somatics. Oh, this is emotional somatics. Hmm. This is emotional somatics. Anyways, all right, I'm wrapping this up. An hour and 10 minutes. Okay. Hmm. I love you all, as always. My definition of love is a desire for that which I love to survive and thrive. If I love the planet, do I want it to survive? Do I want it to thrive? Yeah, because I'm in it. I'm part of it, right? If I love a house plant, do I want it to survive and thrive? Sure. Ideally, not dependent on me, because I'm not very good with plants, right? So if I love a plant, it's best that I let someone else take care of it, you know? Or if I love children or kids, do I want to control them? Do I need to? No, right? Do I want them to survive? Yeah, that's basic, right? Do I want them to thrive? Sure, exactly. That's it. No control, no need for um, possession, love. That's my solution. That's my conclusion. So, all right. So I love you all. I hope you survive and you thrive. And I hope this maps allows you to truly get a handle on life as the ultimate strategy guide to playing this game called Welcome to Earth. Love y'all. Till next time.